Hello everyone, I'm Havoc and this is Satisfactory Update 4. I have played a little bit off camera and built some monstrosities over there. We'll take a look at that mess in just a second. Again, a lot of things are works in progress. I promise I will go back and make a lot of things pretty later on. We are gonna, let's see, go ahead and get this thing into space. I'm going to need more rods and rotors so we can unlock vehicles. Oh yes, there's a jump pad. Ouch. Let's see. That should be fine. Yeah, the jump pad helps me to get up there, but it's also sometimes problematic because I nearly kill myself. Well, not nearly kill myself, but I take damage, so I don't have the squishy pad that you land on the other side, so it can be dangerous.
Milestone reached. Long-range transportation, as well as the construction of outposts, is now encouraged. Vehicle stations have built-in functionality to refuel and restock or collect parts.
Okay, off you go. And then it'll come back in a few minutes and we can unlock something else. So I have been feeding lots of items into here. I have 8 coupons right now. Perfect. We are going to snag those because that gives us, let's see, I can go ahead and get these walls and these walls combined together by all. And I have been going through and unlocking more and more of the things. I have the window walls. I don't have the metal walls yet. I'm going to need, goodness, 11 more coupons. So they're expensive now. They're quite expensive. This is almost done with one. Oh, and I think it's an achievement if you grind one. Sure enough.
Exit Incorporated does not waste. As a reward for your creative input, I have been given permission to grant you a gift. You can find it in the Awesome Store. I hope you like it. It was my first solo project.
That unlocks the cyber wagon, which is a ridiculous thing. That's funny. Oh goodness, that thing's 20 tickets. Anyways, we'll be able to get tickets better when we progress further in the game. But they're over 100,000 points now, and it's a serious sink of materials at this point to get a single coupon. I put several hundred of the smart plating for the space elevator. This in here, yeah, the smart plating. I put, I don't know, 700-800 in there and got those, plus some other items, and got those 8 coupons, which is a little bit crazy. But there are a few more things that I want to get. I want to get the final walls, the metal walls here. I want to get the wall attachment pieces, and I want to get the foundations. But you'll notice some things are grayed out. I've already purchased several of those things, and so we can do the lights, we can do walkways and ladders, some really good stuff. But I really need those walls and foundations in order to make what I want to make the factories look like. But if you come over here next to these nice and noisy machines, you'll see I'm tapping more iron and iron over there and all over the place and smelting a bunch and then sending some resources up over here. And we're tapping this iron and it's going down. So I'm doing nothing fancy up here. It's 120 split 60 and 60 and splits into 30 and 30. That way we are utilizing all 4 of the smelters for the iron ingots, and then they come over here, and I believe all of these are making plates. Yep. And we're actually supplementing it with a little bit more. This miner, I'm only using 2 smelters on. I have the ability to make 2 more, but I don't necessarily need them just yet, because I mathed all of this out to the point where you've got, this is 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 and 120. That's 120 plates, iron plates coming out, all combined going over here and going up to that floor. So you got to remember that later. 120 iron plates going up. Down here we are splitting this equally, so you get the 120 iron ingots coming out, and that goes up to the next floor, which we'll go visit and see. Let's see. That's right over here. I'm going up to the very top one. So, up here, whoop, I'm going to fall down because this is an absolute disaster. I put this together very quickly. There's not a whole lot of thought put into it for design-wise. There's ratios-wise, but the 120 ingots come up here. These, I believe, all make iron rods. Yep, we're making every bit of the iron rod that we can out of that 120 iron ingots. That's what they're called. Goodness, I can think today, don't you worry. Out of the 120 iron ingots, we're turning every bit of that into rods, and it's pretty much a 1-to-1, so we're getting 120 iron rods out. But the thing is, I'm getting, what is this? Each of these are 15, so 30, 60 iron rods going this way, and then the other 60 iron rods go in this very confounded mess because I couldn't build thanks to my sink being there, and combine and go upstairs. So you got 60 rods going upstairs, 60 rods going over here, and those 60 rods are turning into screws, right? So 6 times 40, you get 240 screws coming out. 240 is more than one belt, so I have 2 belts of 120 going to the top floor. So I've got 240 screws, 120 plates going up there, and then 60 rods. So now we'll go look and see what the 60 rods, 120 plates, and 240 screws are making for us at the very top floor. I'm just kind of breezing through this. Here comes our rods. They kind of go all over the place and get to this point, and then they go into these machines. These machines are taking reinforced iron plate. I bet you could figure out where our plate and screws are going now, and then some rods, and make our modular frames. So here you go. Lots and lots of screws coming in, some plates coming in, and making our reinforced iron plate. So 120 gives you 4 of these machines running, which gives me 20 reinforced iron plate per minute being produced. And that's perfect ratio out, so I'm getting 20 plates a second. Oh gosh, that would be crazy. 20 plates, reinforced plates a minute. And then if you look over here, right, 3 doesn't go into 20 just right. Okay, so 3 is going to go 6 into 18. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you go, wait a minute, that's only 15 of these. So I'm not utilizing the stitched iron plate fully, and that would be why it's backed up, because I'm producing more than I can actually handle, which is good. I'd rather have that than not have it. And the only reason that I don't have any more of these running is I don't have any more rods, right? If you do the math, 5 times 12 gives you 60. Well, that's how many rods that I had left over. And so I was going to bring up more rods and extend this out, but I'm running out of space. I'd have to my whole area is just a big hot mess right now, so things are messy, stuff is getting in the way of other stuff, and it's just because I need it running so that I can unlock more things. That way I can get to building something that looks nice, and I'm gonna get there. But right now this is a really good intro. I mean, I have pretty much everything that I'm gonna need for a while. I have the iron plates, the rods, the concrete, the copper sheets, the copper wires, cables, rotors, reinforced iron plate, and modular frames all being made in this area, which means I can go out now and start building my modular bases. I really kind of want to get to trains. I mean, my first modular base is definitely going to have to be with the vehicles, with the little tractors, which is why we just unlocked that. Wow, I didn't take any damage. I was kind of holding my breath for a second there. I need to get steel production online, so my pod's back. Let's see what we need to do. Thought I heard something a little odd there. like the hog growling at me. Basic steel production. This is the milestone that I need. Let's go ahead and dump what we do have into here, and then we need to gather a few resources because I need to find a good spot with iron and coal. Well, for that matter, I actually know where a good spot is. So you may have noticed the red pylons, I guess you could say, the lights on our power up there. And you're probably thinking also, when you saw all these machines I added, how in the world is he powering all of this? And I'll get to that and show you in just a minute, because I did travel out a little bit. I've explored just a few things, unlocked a crash, and I've got one actually pinged so that I can show you guys what that actually looks like, because it's pretty cool. We're gonna just restock on a few things here, and I need more copper wire and the frames from upstairs up there. But yes, there are pods just like the one that I'm sending resources into space that have crashed all over the place, and you get the fun, exciting job of going around and breaking into them. I say breaking into them, usually it's repairing, I should say it that way. You get to repair them and get inside of them, and they'll have different things in them. Usually it's a hard drive. Well, actually I think it's always a hard drive, excuse me. And the hard drive you can then use in the MAM to unlock alternate recipes, which are really cool, so you can change up what it takes to make things. Oh, I didn't get the frames. I'm getting distracted. But I've got one, I set a beacon up because I found one that's actually really close by to here while I was chainsawing fuel material. And I am going to show you, I believe it simply takes a little bit of power to open that one. So we will take a look at it in just a second. I'm using slight bumps in momentum, like hitting that conveyor and the side of this to slow my momentum so I don't take fall damage, in case anyone was wondering. Because I have 3 little heart bars, whatever, out of the 10. I'm, at 30% health right now.
Milestone reached. Steel production unlocked. Foundry grants access to new, simple steel parts. An additional project part can now be constructed. Progress to the next phase is now possible.
Wonderful. Now I can make steel parts. And I can show you what we're using for power. Let me just go ahead and eat all of those. Hold on, I gotta take them off of here. I can't make the inhaler things. I probably should have done that. This fully heals you, and it takes some mycelia, 3 berries, or 3 nuts, 2 berries, and a mushroom. I don't know if that's... I mean, I think I just ate like 20 nuts, so yeah, I guess it is better economy-wise. I was trying to think of the word I was wanting to use. So we're into tier 4 now. And I don't think we can really unlock anything in tier 4 unless we get into steel. The one thing we could unlock was improved melee. And y'all may have noticed. Where's it at? Yeah, you see this right here? The Xeno Basher. It's the upgraded Xeno Zapper. It's got much more strength. It's got a little bit extra range. You can whap people really good with it. And I also made the rebar gun so that we can play around with this. I've got 99 shots and 1 loaded, so it's a lot of fun. And there's my chainsaw. I love my chainsaw. So let's go up here and I'll show off that red thing at the top of the screen says crash. That is what we're looking for right now. Let's still power, because I do already know that this one is one that requires power to open up and get into. I'm just gonna drop a power pole every so often so I don't get that annoying little "your line is too long" message. And around these things you'll find all kinds of wonderful pieces like heat sinks, and the noises it makes are crazy. The zapping and the tinking, it's really crazy. But yeah, see, there's the top part, there's one of the engines. It's just shattered over here. Now if you open this one, Oh, hey, speaking of, right here, wire 222 just sitting here. They'll be surrounded by random stuff like that you can get. But if I open it, it says it needs 30 megawatts to open. Well, if we look at my power production, you'll see I'm producing 1200. And I'll show you why in a minute. We're getting there. But now, I can definitely open this thing, and we get a hard drive out of it. The hard drives are awesome. So we'll just break that. I'm not going to bother picking all of those up. I will pick this up. I no longer need it. But the hard drives are great. They've got some really good uses. Now you'll see a power line heading out this way. And this is heading to our power setup. In this direction, I found some coal and plenty of water. There are some bad guys over here. This is a good time to test my rebar gun, because right around this hill somewhere, right there they are these guys. I missed. Uh-oh. I'm hitting the wrong button. Did I get him? Nope, think I missed. Now I can fire back at you. Oh, my aim is horrible. He's running straight at me. It's kind of hard to miss. Whoop. I found jumping with these guys because they fire kind of smart, like in the way that you're moving. So I've found that jumping helps to dodge their little shot much better. Oh, got one down. Two down. Without even having to get close. I like this rebar gun. I honestly have not really used it in the past. I mean, usually I would do something like build a bridge all the way across the top and then down into a safe zone and just avoid the bad guys. Hey, I need some quartz. I'll take that, sir. There's also some baddies right over here. In this somewhere. There you are. Are you going around to get up here? Woo! Yep. Indeed he was. That's crazy. I don't remember their AI being that smart. But here's a good time, because these guys want to get all in your face. Dead. Super easy. Where's the other guy? I heard you. I thought he had already swooped around behind me. Alright, those are really the only bad guys in this area. And then this thing is weird. It's a work in progress, so I'm just going to leave it there. But, hey, what do you see here? I have some wonderful coal power setup going on. So down here, along the water, I absolutely love the fact that they added in snapping to the water extractors. It makes it so much easier to make it look beautiful over here. And then I have a little bit of water just coming in from each of them. Gets a little loud in this area. And here's our coal, and back there some more coal getting tapped. They're both pure nodes, so they're giving us as much coal as we can get up. And it comes up here to all of our coal power plants. I am pumping the water about halfway up. You'll see right here's a pump. On the other side's a pump, because it can make it most of the way up here, but it has a little bit of trouble. I'm giving it that extra little bit of oomph there with some pumps to get it up in here, so we have full pipes of water going to our coal plants. Each one of these burn 15 per minute and 45 water per minute, so everything is ratioed out. So I'm using all 120 coal and all of the water. A single pipe can only hold 300, so you have to run, I think that's 6 of these, and then the last 2 run off of a different water pipe right here. These 2, and then 2 on the other side run off of their own water pump, which I had to add in because I realized I wasn't getting enough water when I was setting this up. But this lovely little setup gives us our power, our 1,200 megawatts of power. Oh, and those are poison plants. Let's not get too close to those. And then I started building something over here so we can process steel when I had unlocked it, because we have right here. A pure coal node, and there's also, I believe it's a normal coal node right down here. There's some really interesting noises in this biome. Yes, this one right here, I think that's normal, so that won't give us the 120. I think that gives you 60 until we get better miners. And then I built a platform here kind of midways up so I can build more floors on top of it. But if you keep going up this way, and I think there's sometimes a bad guy up here. Okay, he's not here right now. Perfect. But up here, you've got some, I think this is Caterium. No, that's pure iron. This one's the Caterium. But there's a pure iron one. Oh, I hear you. I wonder if I can just sit here and do this. Boom. Are you gonna run off now? Wow, look at I think I broke his leg. Or his brain, I don't know. Oh, no, he was bobbing and weaving. He was trying to make sure he didn't get shot again. That was pretty interesting. Alright, but the only problem is I don't have explosives right now, so I can't blast that open and get to the iron. Whoop. Nice try, buddy. Right in the face. Whoop. I'm not gonna get you. You're not a bad guy. You're being annoying. But this is where I'm gonna try and do a steel setup. Also, let's see, if I do this and just say iron, I'm fairly certain there's another iron close by. Yep, I think this one is the one that may not be covered. Oh gosh. Almost killed myself. Yeah, I think that one over there would be the one that's not covered in a rock. Thank you. Come again. Alright, let's... Wow, killed him before he even went down. Yeah, so I can mine the iron that's over here. Let me go ahead and ping that again. I think it's... Yeah, so it's really close. I think it's on that other ridge. So what I'm going to do is just build a way over there out of platforms. And let's do less big platforms. And get our iron going. That way we can bring iron, we can bring coal over here and get some steel set up going. Because that is really the only thing that's going to help us move forward at this point. Not what I wanted to do. Alright. However, though, I think that's going to be it for today's episode. I got y'all caught up on a lot of the stuff that I'm doing. Next time, we will probably try and do some of the steel stuff together and get things set up and operating there, because I really need steel to keep moving forward and progressing and unlocking things. And I want to get a setup for bringing things back over to the main base area. Yep. Oh, it's a pure iron too over here. Awesome. That's going to be it for today's episode. If you enjoyed it, feel free to hit the like button. If you are enjoying my content on the regular and you're not subscribed, consider subscribing to my channel and hitting that little like button. I really do appreciate that. Thank you very much, and I will see you all next time.